Marty, we've enjoyed an excellent run of form since you've come in. The impact has been immediate. During that period where we had the 3 wins in a row, during that time you were making the point, we will have a bang on the nose, we will have a difficult time, and we need to be aware of that now so we can be ready for it. How have you found the last 2 games?
And I was saying that not because I'm a pessimistic person, but just because I know how the game is. So, no, I think we need to give credit to the guys because, as I said, from day one, they have been working really hard, really well, taking all the insights, all the points that we want to share with them. And I think they have been performing in general basis. If I look back now, I think perhaps after this period of next 4 games, I think I'm going to have a better picture. Just to summarize this a little bit, but I think so far the guys have been performing a good level, and obviously it's going to be a fluctuation in the performances because that's a game. You cannot expect just that we're going to be better game after game after game because that's not the way it works. There is an opposition that prepares well the game as well. There is another manager that prepares as well. So that's the game. But I think that certainly that gives a little bit of credit on that time or short time of period that the guys have been able to actually start to turn a difficult situation, because we need to remember that is still a lot of points to be played and we need to collect a lot of them. So I think we need just to keep our humble approach, just to making sure that we work every day in the direction that we want, building the identity that we want to have. And from there, I'm sure that we're going to win, hopefully, a lot of football games, and we're going to lose, hopefully, a few of them.
Do you think it served as a reminder, perhaps for some players and indeed some supporters, that we're not just going to skip out of the bottom 3, that there are going to be challenges?
I'm completely convinced that we're going to skip the bottom 3, completely convinced, but this cannot happen from one day, isn't it? So I think that when I arrived, it was 8 points between us and getting out of the relegation zone. Now we're only 2, but still I know that there is a lot of work to do. What makes me feel very encouraged is that I see those guys working every day, that I feel the atmosphere on my neck every time I step from the bench at Loftus Road, that I know, I see, I can feel how engaged, how supportive has been the fans since my arrival. And I think that we're starting to create that unity, that identity that for me is very important to succeed on whatever we want. So step by step, we just need to make sure that we don't lose it because we lose one football game. This will not change my approach. I know that the guys are committed to try to bounce back after the last game. We are not satisfied at all with the result. We are not satisfied with our last performance, but we have a new opportunity against Southampton. And we are aware about how big is the challenge, but we are confident as well about the quality we have, about who we are, how strong we can be at home. And for me, that's why I'm very, very confident.
Southampton unbeaten in 14. They've won 9 of them. They're heavily possession-based in their approach. How do you solve a challenge like Southampton?
Preparing well, because it's always challenging to play any football game, but especially against good teams. And I think, again, what gives me confidence, what I'm encouraged is because I know how those guys have been working this week. I think the team has been preparing well, and I think that we make some adjustments according to our last 2 performances that can help us a lot in the next few games. So I think we are working in a good direction. At least I'm sure that we're going to give a good performance level in terms of when we don't have the ball, when we have the ball, a clear idea on how we want to play. And I'm sure that Southampton is doing really well, but at some moment they will lose a football game. Hopefully it's going to be tomorrow.
People will be interested in the reference to the adjustments you're looking to make. Are they in terms of personnel, tactical, or both?
I think it's always a combination, because tactics are the players. they are what we are on the pitch, but as well a little bit on how we want to organise when we do have the ball close to our goal. Something that we struggled a bit in the last game against Sheffield, that we knew that Sheffield Wednesday is one of the best teams right now in terms of pressing high. They are very aggressive. They play with this risk, but this big German approach to the game with high intensity, with a lot of turnovers, big spaces. And perhaps, especially in the second half, we didn't manage as well as we should. And again, football is about positions and zone and having more time than the opponent on the ball. And perhaps this is the part that we adjust a bit on how we can get better positions, how we can get this extra second on the ball to break lines, to make sure that we can travel together and to create the chance. And as well, a little bit on how we want to press, something that Perhaps I think the team has been quite stable, not conceding a lot of chances, being quite well organized, but at the same time we want to be a little more aggressive, to regain the ball a little bit quicker, to regain the ball a little bit higher, and this is small things that we try to work every day.
And what would you like from the supporters tomorrow in W12?
I want them to enjoy the game. I want them to be happy at the end of the game because we perform at good level. Hopefully with 3 points in the pocket. But as I said before, my main target, I want them to feel proud of our team when we play, when they go home, that they think, wow, it was fun today to see QPR and we really enjoy the game. And then I know that they will support. I know that they will create an amazing atmosphere because hopefully it's going to be even a sold out tomorrow. So I encourage everybody to take the last tickets, and hopefully we can make sure that we build this strong atmosphere all together. And yeah, Christmas gift from us, hopefully 3 points for them.